Hi everyone, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my craft room. Today I'm using the June 2023 Your Creative Studio to make some note cards. So I'll get to this one in a second. I just wanted to show you some things I've done in the past in case you weren't watching my channel back when I did this. But here's 1 month that was a collage. Here it is. And then I normally just use the paper or the tissue from the kit and just made easy little note cards like this. And I think this one, which just the tissue or the paper from the kit, kind of decoupaged on there. This may have been one of the papers. And then here's another one. All right, all Your Creative Studio little note cards. But I've never just used a stamp, one of the stamps to make one. So I was playing around this morning and I came up with this. Now this is the first one I stamped. I think this was the second, and I didn't get it real well in here or real well in here. Now the downfall is I do have like a Stamparatus or a Misty kind of machine. This particular stamp does not stick on it, so that was kind of disappointing. So I couldn't, do that and just layer over and over. If you're a card maker and you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it would have made this process a lot easier. But I didn't have that luxury. So what I did was, I'll show you, and we're going to try to do kind of the same thing here. If there's time, I might make a decoupage one, because we do have tissue in here, I believe. Maybe we don't. I don't know. I'll look in a minute. I haven't been in the kit for a while, probably since I unboxed it. Anyhow, I'm taking an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and I'm cutting it at 5.5 on the 11 side, which would make it exactly in half. And then I'm going to score at 4.25. My scoring right here. So that's my card base. All right, just to have that set. Now for this one, I didn't really measure out well, so that's why I have like some of the base up here, but I think it looks kind of pretty. But I'm gonna do the stamp first, and you can use any paper you want. I happen to use a sheet of watercolor paper, and I'm not even sure why, other than I like the color and I kind of like the thickness. So it's this. I've had this pad forever. Things are falling all around me, but anyhow, to all my USA people, happy 4th of July. Hope everyone has a good day. Today it's very overcast. I might go to the pool just to hang out with some friends. I don't know how much sun we're gonna see, and I don't know, the storms later on. I'm trying to think and do this at the same time. You can't think of measurement and talk about 4th of July at the same time. So if I wanted to do this kind of correctly, let me just bring it down here. Let me cut this. I do have this kind of purplish. I just grabbed it out of my cardstock stash. So if this is 5, right, 5.5 and 4.25, I'm going to do 5.25 by 4. I'll do it this way so that I get a proper, so that would go like this. I'll work backwards, and then I'll take one of these papers. This one is not going to be long enough. Is it? No. So let me pull a different one. This one's pretty. I'm just trying to pick one that would look good in a background. I'm going to use the same one, but in the thinner paper. All right. Because even though it's pretty, I don't mind covering this, whereas this other one I may want to use just on a regular note card. All right, so that's 5.25 by 4. So I want this one 5 by 3 3/4. I haven't made a card in a while. These measurements used to be like embedded in my brain so easily. Just kind of in there permanently, I should say. So you know what, I'm going to go ahead and stick this down while I have it. I'm using a tape runner because that's kind of what I use a lot when I make cards. You can use glue, anything you want. I didn't try to match this purple background paper. I literally grabbed the first purplish color I saw, which is this like lavender lilac color. That's going to go on here. All right, so that one was 4 3/4 by 5. So I want the paper that I'm stamping on to be 4 1/2 by 5 3/4. Why doesn't that seem right? Or 4 3/4. Why am I losing my mind here? Bear with me a second. Okay, I want 4 3/4, which is that, by, I just lost it that fast. 3 1/2. Like I said, I used to know this stuff just on the top of my head because I made so many cards, but it's been a while. And I'm one of those people, if I don't use it, I lose it. So that looks pretty good. I think I should have gone a little higher there, but I think it looks pretty. And this will fit on there. Yep, it's perfect. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on one second. Ooh, something got in my nose there. All right, so I'm going to kind of do it the same way I did it. You can do this anyway. I'm sure there's lots of really good ways to do this, but I'm coming up a bit with the green. And I did put a little green over here. I'm not getting too crazy with this. I didn't have enough distress colors, distress ink in purples and greens to do it with that. So I'm just using my Stampin' Up spots because I have a lot of those. So in case you're interested, this is polished pink, and then I think I'm going to use a purple. Gorgeous grape, maybe. Is it going to be too dark? We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Like I said, I like the first one the best. I feel like I messed up on the next two because I didn't get where the stem met the green. So let me make sure I get in there well, even if it goes into the green a bit. This would have been, like I said, so much easier if that the stamp stuck to the Stamparatus type tool. But I'm just going to, I do have a block I could push down on with that, but I'm just going to use my hand, paying attention to all parts. Ooh, I like this one. All right, I feel like this is the best one. Yeah. So you could do this in black and color, but I didn't want to color it. I just kind of wanted it to be quick and easy. So I do like that. So here's 2 note cards. One I did before and this one. And with any luck, I'm recording after my sneeze. And I am. So here's the 2. I do like this one better, I think. Yeah, all right. So there's those 2 with the stamps. And while I have the supplies out, I might as well just make another one. So this should be half. Not of this. I'm going to do more the other type. So 4 1/4 I want to score on. Get my other card base that's already here. I like to make them like this, but we'll see. So I'm going to, again, just kind of give it a mat here. So 5 1/2. So 5 1/4. By 4. Should I put that down yet? I think I should. I'm probably going to run out of tape runner right in the middle of this. And then I will be switching to glue because I think that's the only one I have since, you know, for the 500th time, I haven't been making cards lately. But I like to show other things to do with the kit. So that would look really pretty. This would look pretty like this. I kind of like that. We have these cards too. These journaling cards. Yeah, let's make it really easy here. That one, if you have a sentiment to put in it, you could use one of those. This is pretty. I am going to put another layer of matte down. So this or that. I think this looks the best. So how big is this? This is 3 by 4. 3 by 4. So I want this 5 by 3 3/4. And I think I have a scrap piece here. 5 by 3 3/4. And then it's just going to go like this. Unless I even wanted to do another purple. And there is the end of my tape runner. So let's switch to some glue. Easier said than done. Any Hamilton friends out there? My daughter reminds me yesterday, she goes, don't forget to watch Hamilton on the 4th of July. And I'm like, oh, I did forget, but I don't know if I have time to do that today, especially if I go to the pool. But we are big Hamilton fans. I've seen it twice with her and once with my youngest son. Not in New York. I saw it in Philadelphia. It was a lot cheaper, even though it was still kind of expensive. But it was experience, and I just loved it. Yeah, I'll use this scrap right here. All right, if I didn't mess up my brain calculations here, this one would be 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. 4 3/4. 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I'm just going down 1/4 of an inch each time. Yep, that's correct. And then we're going to put this on here. And that's pretty. Did you catch that? I had the cap on. All right, 4 3/4. And I am a little raggedy here, and that's because of my blade and all on the trimmer. It's okay. And then I'm going to put this here. You could layer a little bit of green on there to bring out the green, which would look really pretty. but I don't have it handy. My card supplies are basically in my other room. I just have to decide which is up and which is down. Let me see here. I would assume these are all in the same pack. I mean, in the pack the correct way. I can't talk today. So is this? No, that's not it. Let me see here. If I can find the same one. This is it. So based on, where did it go? This one, this is the top. Yeah, this is the top, so it goes like this. And I had it backwards. So I'm glad I checked. I don't know that anybody would notice that, honestly. So that's kind of a pretty note card, kind of layered up a lot, but I think it's pretty. If you had any embellishments, which I do, I would put a couple little pearl ones here or blue, but you may not have that. But in case you do, let me just stick them on so I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I have these pearl ones. I have these that are kind of lavenderish. And then I have these bigger ones, which I think might be too big. It's a pretty color, but I think they're too big. I think I'm going to go with these. And of course, my handy dandy little tool that I love with this broke, so I'm using this Dollar Tree one and hoping that it works just as well. I think there's two sizes here. I'm going to stick with the same little one since I started with the little ones. 1, 2, and 3. You can stick these anywhere. I don't like it being so in line, so that's kind of pretty. You could put 5. I just like to do odd numbers. So that's it. So we made this one and this one together, and I made this one beforehand. So there's some ideas on note cards. I'm sure if I sat here a while, I could come up with, 10 more, but I don't want the video to be that long. And I want everyone to have a great day, and thank you for watching. Thumbs up, comments, subscribe to my channel, always appreciated. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I love reading your comments and responding. So let me know what you think. All right, have a great day, everyone.